and welcome. This is Last Judgment. I only have a minute and 1 second to get this done because obviously my recorder is saying we are experiencing technical problems because they're only allowing me to record just so much. So let's get into this. Zechariah 5:1. Then again I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, a flying roll. Just pause this, read it. You guys have the answers. If you go ahead and you fast forward and you look at the next couple of verses after this, it tells you that it's going to purge from one side of this thing all thieves off the land. And it tells you on the other side it will purge all this one off the land. So get ready for some very dramatic things to go down. God bless you all.
It's a question as old as time itself. Is time travel possible? According to a YouTube video posted by George Clark, not only is it possible, he says he's got proof. You've got to see this. Watch with me. This is a movie clip from 1928. This is a movie premiere for Charlie Chapman's The Circus. And you see the woman walking in the background with her hand to her ear. We're trying to zoom in so you can see it here. There's a woman talking on a cell phone. But wait, cell phones didn't exist 82 years ago. So you see the dilemma. See her hand up to her ear. She's talking. Who's she talking to? What she's talking on? We don't know. Others saying, no, that's not a cell phone. You know, she's holding a hearing device. Others are saying she traveled back in time. The clip here gone viral, and it's causing quite a stir on the net. Here
He's the entirely credible alleged time traveller who claims to have been sent to the year 2118 on a secret mission for the CIA. Doesn't say what that mission was, doesn't say what got there, he's got a blurry rap for us all, so yeah, checks out. No, in fact, this travel won't be possible in my lifetime because obviously I would already come back to right now to make out with myself, but there's just so many people who claim to have done it that yes, I'm going to have to do a video on it. I'm What Culture's Adam Cleary, and these are 7 people who travelled through time, allegedly. Number 7, Chaplin's Time Traveller. 7 years ago, a filmmaker from Northern Ireland by the name of George Clark claimed that he had discovered evidence for time travel in the DVD extras of The Circus, a Charlie Chaplin movie released in 1928. Because where else? The clip he uploaded to YouTube, taken from a video of the film's premiere in Los Angeles, purports to show a woman speaking into a small black device held up to the side of her head, just like a mobile phone. Now, that's a good 50 or so years before mobile phones were even first thought of, and nearly 80 before your parents finally got one, so yeah, what the f***? I mean, it seems slightly odd that a time traveller, who I'm sure would have been super careful not to have given themselves away on their trip, would casually walk around flashing a pit of futuristic tech, but what am I, the time police? Number 6, the time travelling hipster. Here's another idiot time traveller, one who, unlike the woman in the Charlie Chaplin video, apparently didn't even bother to try and blend in with the contemporary culture, buying some clothes, very sad got. Now, I have seen Back to the Future, and that is an absolute prerequisite. According to some, the picture shows from our time, or perhaps a little earlier, he stands amongst a group of onlookers from 1941 at the opening of the Gold Rush in Canada. And it's absolutely not untrue to say he does look a little out of place. He's got sunglasses on for one thing, and he appears to be wearing a button-up shirt over a t-shirt like a massive, massive square. Experts claim that although his getup was somewhat unusual for the era, all of the clothes seen there were available to buy if you just, looked in the right stores. Imagine being so trendy you kick off a conspiracy theory. Bravo, sir. Number 5. John Titor. After capturing the attention of an internet forum at the turn of the millennium, alleged military time traveller John Titor supported his claim that he had been sent to the year 2036 with a series of predictions about the near future. Now you might have expected these to be vague or bereft of detail in the traditional style of doomsday preachers who'll claim the end of the world is definitely, maybe perhaps coming in the next 10 to 200 years. But Tito claimed the Olympic Games would soon be discontinued, that the United States would descend into civil war in the aftermath of the 2004 presidential election, and the long-awaited sequel World War III would finally break out in 2015. Now, and I'll have to double-check this, but I'm pretty sure none of those came true. But that's alright though, because Tito's fans, let's call them Tito truthers, claim that he simply witnessed a different timeline to our own. So, I'm convinced. Number 4. Hakan Nordqvist. The story of Hakan Nordqvist stands out from the list of time traveller tales insofar as he didn't claim to move through time deliberately. Rather, he says, he accidentally slipped through a portal while attending to a pipe underneath his sink. If I had a pound. One proof? Well, the Swede actually recorded a video on his mobile to document it. It shows him bumping into a 70-year-old version of himself and sharing a casual chat about the fact that they had matching tattoos on their lower arms. To be fair, the video definitely depicts a pair of bald Swedish blokes with the same bodying. There's no arguing with that. Granted, they could have just found two vaguely similar looking bald men and drawn fake tattoos on them, but that seems to me like a lot of hassle. No, for me, this one is definitely legit. It definitely wasn't just part of a viral marketing campaign designed to get people in Sweden thinking about their pension plans. That would be...
Thanks for tuning in to JWTV show, man. So they're rolling out the autonomous robots, right? And the question is, this new autonomous future is coming, and we got to talk about it. Why? Because obviously it's going to affect not just me, but it's going to affect different areas, and we're going to show you how it's already rolling out. Certain. I found a video where at airports they're saying now, they got these, little robots gonna come in, and they're gonna be the pretty much enforcers in airports. Arizona's announced it as well. But let's go into this. Let's go into this. February 17, 2021. Are we ready for weapons to have a mind of their own? Question mark. When this happens, I'm gonna tell you what Darker said they were gonna do. They said it was gonna be urban drones going out, and you can find this on Homeland Preparedness News. Go look it up. Urban robots, urban autonomous robots, basically to scan civilians and then detect it to see if they're a threat. So what does that tell you? What was that database about? Let's go to it. February 26, 2021. They put it out. Darker seeks advancements in urban autonomous swarm tactics, technologies to enhance physical test beds. Urban, they're talking about the test beds of the cities, and they're saying that the troops and stuff doesn't have the ability to go into warfare in the mega cities. You know why? Because they haven't deployed all of these yet. I'm going to read you more about it. Defense Advanced Research Projects announced intentions to enhance collective autonomous systems in a way that will support urban troop offensives, and to that end are seeking proposals for operational swarm tactics, new technologies to integrate into these swarms. You see, they don't need to have the resources, they have the robots, the autonomous systems. That's resources right there. It's all part of the Fifth Organization Swarm Spring under its Offensive Swarm-Enabled Tactics Offset program. They want something that will give soldiers better insight on the ground, and so participants will have the opportunity to integrate their tech into both of the offset swarm systems architectures. From there, they can demonstrate their creations during the field testing with DARPA evaluating technologies such as swarm sensors, fielding technologies, communication approaches are all fair game among other ideas. Swarm sensors, probably sensing you in the environment when you're walking around through the forest and everything else. So that was 2021, and what did they say in 2020? The advanced research plans to solicit studies that simplify military engagements in urban environments and address the limits of current intelligence surveillance reconnaissance methods. The agency seeks to research concepts that apply to social behavior science to help autonomous vehicles determine who or what poses a threat in urban environments. You need to get this video out everywhere and let people know what they're planning. And here they are. Pentagon saying they don't have the resources for urban combat in the dystopian mega cities, but that's exactly what they're creating here. And so we gotta see what's coming. We gotta see the plan. We gotta see how it's all lining up. This was a video put out by the Pentagon talking about becoming agendas. And so we just wanted to detail this quickly here and then give you the urban future warfare operation that will be probably happening as people concentrate in the cities. And I go out and travel the road and see how it is. And you say, oh, well, it's overpopulated here in the cities, but it's mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains from miles. From Arizona to Texas, so much land not even there, but people concentrating in the cities. And so that's when the swarm tactics and technology and mega programs for the mega agenda of the technology will be at. So anyway, what we were saying was Army performs first autonomous robotic test at new site near Baltimore. Here it is right here. They're showing you they're now rolling out autonomous vehicles just in the forest around you. February 18, 2021. Army researchers recently expanded their research area for robotics to a site just north of Baltimore. The U.S. Army Development Command. Yeah. Army as part of RL robotics research. There's some of the land that uses robotic experimentation, basic research operations happening in Baltimore. The laboratory uses about 200 acres, approximately 700 acres to AG in Middle River, Maryland. Almost a century this area is used to take munitions and armaments. Today is dedicated to configuration. Let's just say this is for the robots. It's primarily artificial intelligence robotics. And so, crazier thing is like they're gonna have the robots picking up fruit. So it's not just gonna be you picking fruit and trying to survive. You got a robot, a flying autonomous robot, swoop on you and then grabbing your apple or something like that, and literally just popping out of nowhere. So check out the competition when you're foraging and harvesting. Funny now, but not funny later. There is a global shortage of seasonal fruit pickers as a result of the enforced COVID-19 travel restrictions. As it gets harder to find fruit pickers to harvest the world's orchards, some farmers are turning to AI drones to pick their crops. Now, an Israeli company, Travel Aerobotics Technologies, developed a flying autonomous robot to utilize artificial intelligence to identify and pick the ripest fruit. So here it is right here. Here it is. Her it is right. Her. Alright, so this is one of the right here. Fruit farmers, they're going through a horrible task. So now we gotta call the robots We need a large number of reliable pickers. That's what he said. We pay organized visas, housing, and food. I'm not turning on because it's probably got music in the background. They hit me with a strike. Costs are rising all the time. I believe you. I hear you. But now he got to sell us on how we can get the robots. So how is he going to sell that idea to us? He rubs the kid's head, he shows them that paying full-time urban jobs after realizing that fruit farmers are going out of business. Let's look for the robots. Technological solution. And so this is for fruit farmers, helping them pick their fields. I'm not saying it's not great technology to help, but I'm just saying in a Hunger Game reality, they could use that and then, try to pick your fruit. But ultimately, it looked like a nice little piece of tech to have helping you out, right? But it sucks that farmers and jobs in that industry is being lost to this type of reality. But this is where we are at now. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. We're here Monday through Friday.
Please return to your home. Emergency is in effect. Please return to your home. Emergency is in effect.